Back in biceps. This gym is empty as heck. It is Sunday morning, real early Sunday morning. It was midnight not too long ago. Sunday mornings, it's the sweet spot right now. Empty gym, nobody gonna be here, and probably nobody gonna be here for a while, because this is Sundays, and Sundays are always usually the days where they don't have anybody. Maybe there's like the one or two people, but like I said, Sunday is the sweet spot. This is really the time to isolate some muscle groups. So this morning is going to be back in biceps. Oh, I love pina colada. Okay, back in biceps time. We are going to, I say we're going to start out some lighter, and then move up. So I think maybe starting at 115 and then pump out that, and after that, after that, we will just level up and use some straps as well. That way, don't lose grip. But yeah, let's go. Oh yeah. Nah, I think 8 was good. I might actually do. Let me move y'all. Oh, you're facing the wrong direction. My bad, y'all. I actually might just. Maybe I should pump out 5 of these and then do a max. Not a max. My weight level. I don't know. We're just here. And this gives me actually a lot more time to talk to y'all. Because A, I'm not worried about anybody overhearing me thinking, who is this kid? Why is he A, filming, B, looking like a total idiot who's talking to himself. So yeah, this is actually crazy how empty this is. I don't see how people in private gyms kind of do it, but I love it. There's the goods and the bads part of it, but if I can get like some buddies in here and nobody else, that'd be freaking sweet. But this actually is really good. And my camera angle might suck, but it's gonna work. Anyways, I'd say we're gonna do 4 sets of this. So we're gonna actually probably lower it down to 5 instead of 8 reps. And then that last one, I'm gonna really pump out the old lats. Get some heavy weight on there. Use straps so I don't lose my grip so fast. And I'm thinking pull-ups sometime. So we're gonna do some pull-ups. I don't know about weighted pull-ups. I suck with weights and pull-ups in general. But before that, I'd say we're gonna do probably some dumbbell exercises for my biceps or preacher curls. I'm not sure. Oh well. Yeah. Anyways, today I actually do want to kind of have a little bit more commentary. I feel like I don't do that enough in my videos, and that's kind of a problem. Otherwise, from all this, I kind of feels weird, but talking this out loud kind of makes it a little easier, especially in my head thinking of it. Because what I've been trying to do, even with how me being so small, like anybody who's fitness influencer and got a YouTube, you can look at their oldest videos, and not all of them. Really, a lot of them started when they actually had some good physiques. While I'm over here, not the best. I wouldn't say not the worst, too. Really, it's just getting I Actually, let me continue this talk after this. Okay, that's better. Anyways, so what my kind of mindset is, you see a lot of people start out when they're huge or at least have a better physique. And I mean, that's almost everybody. That's everybody in the gym basically. But I feel like starting lower is a whole lot better because you get the kind of, here we are in the same situation, I guess. Kind of, here's somebody who's kind of in the same situation I am. They're smaller. They're not Sam Sulek size. They're not shredded like David Lade or Nathan Freyofer. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, and I'm so sorry. But anyways, a lot of the time I think, man, the cameras are really going to have a blast hearing me talk alone. I really just think of that. Aloha. Whew. This is going to be fun for them to listen to as well, if they ever do. Back to what I was saying before I lost track. I just feel like kind of building it early, starting to YouTube about fitness, kind of pushes the act on, well, he's in the same progress I am, and it's kind of like, I guess, so you're working out with a gym bro who's kind of in the same situation with you. They're always they're basically right beside you in it, same progress or somewhat closer, and then they're also you're learning from them. You learn from them, they learn from you. Kind of same situation I'm getting with. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's making any much sense. It makes kind of somewhat sense in my head. Maybe not for y'all. Maybe I just suck at explaining things. That's okay. I'm not here for the good old, I'm a smart person. I'm not. I'm kind of the old, smart enough to talk, yet I need to make sure what comes out of my mouth is what I actually mean to say. Because a lot of times I'm not best with words, and I could have probably chosen better words for some situations, but it's whatever. I mean, you can't live in the past, but as well as the same time, you can learn from it and, try to make some changes along the way. All right. Gosh dang, I can't get this. Come on. I know you can get tighter. Lord. I'd say by the end of this, the last workout I'm going to do is probably some deadlifts. Do my max on that, and then see if I can go any higher than last time. Last time it was only somewhere, I kind of failed. I got it halfway on 360. So I'm going to see if I can get 360 now. If not, my max is probably somewhere 330, 335 maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But let's get this done at least. I'm going to go like 6 of these. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that last one was sucked. Okay. But camera angles probably suck. Hello, camera. So, and since it's Sunday morning, I'd say by the end of this, I'm going to read a little bit out of the Bible, and I mean, hopefully. Who got themselves hurt in the middle of the night? It is probably like 3:25, maybe. I'm not too sure. I was wrong. It's like 3:10. I was like 25. Gosh, 15 minutes ahead. Ambulance has already gone by. I got. Yep, there it goes. There's like, I got one more set of this, and then we'll move on to preacher curls. But like I said, since Sunday, I might, at the end of my workout, after I do a deadlift, I'll read a little bit out of the Bible and I guess try and make something out of that. Last set, preacher curls, here I come. Come on. Oh. Ouch. Oh, okay. That's 4 sets of this, and then we'll move on to preacher curls, and probably the next thing will be some rows. Let's get it. All right, preacher curls. Let me fix my backpack. It kind of fell over. Okay. So I'm going to hit about 3 sets of these, and then we're just going to go with it. Jeez. It sounds like a roller coaster coming up to the end part of the hill. I need to do 70 actually. 70 is a light warm up. Do like maybe about like 5. No, 5 is good for a warm up, and then we'll move on to 80. Okay. All right, time. Okay. Ouchie wama. Okay. That hurt. I don't know if the camera angle is good. Let me check where I'm positioned at from right here, and we'll see. But just so I can stand and talk. Oh yeah, we're good. So I kind of, yeah, I think I'm fine. Gotta get y'all kind of nestled away in my hoodie, so it's kind of hard to see whether or not you're there or somewhere else. Okay, let me just sit and talk. I was gonna say I was gonna stand and talk, but sitting and talking is kind of easier. Let me move y'all a little bit. Sorry. Anyways, I really kind of enjoy the quiet. I mean, I know you don't get lucky all the time, especially gyms like these. You kind of always have somebody. Like I said, Sundays are really the sweet spot for me because Sunday, a lot of people aren't here anyways on Sundays, and then B, this is like 3 in the morning, and then yeah, like it's dead quiet. So it's kind of funny if somebody's reviewing these cameras and they just happen to see me at 3 in the morning just talking to the camera, and then them, hello people on the cameras. Oh Lord. Otherwise, I think by the time this video will be out, the other videos should be posted. That one was a whole lot longer because we were here for like I'd say 4 hours, 3 hours. Only because there was like 3 of us, so it kind of took time for each one of us. But otherwise, I really think I need to bring them in more, because I think I do try and push myself more with other people. Not that I don't try and push myself here. It's just with things like chest press. It's a whole lot. Well, bench press. It's a whole lot more. I'm gonna need a spotter just if I want to push myself, but I feel like I need some support. And I think that's kind of why my chest is always kind of sucky as well. As you can see, like my warm up weights were like a lot less than theirs, and whenever I did my actual weight, it was a whole lot. It was all a whole lot awful, and they were doing a whole lot more because Ty, he's been doing it longer than I have, and so is Connor, but Connor's just a little bit earlier. And then, like I said, I started out late. At first, when I did get in the gym, I wasn't too, I'm not even going to say too. I wasn't really dedicated. I just kind of went just because it was the kind of thing I could hang out with my buddy. And then I started really getting into it, and that's when it turned all to this. Turned to me in here at 3 a.m. working out for video and in front of cameras. Hello, y'all. I need to put it up to 90. What am I doing? Oh. But yeah, I consider it fun, and I really like it. It's fulfilling. In the nicest way I could say it's fulfilling, really. It's just everything I can't say. It's just what I need, I guess. Okay. Back to it. Six, 7, 8. Like I said, I don't talk as much with other people as I'm usually talking to them. But yes, thank you for putting food on there, you dang ad. Of course, it's got to be the Wendy's. Okay. Wow, it's really quiet. The echo is something I wasn't expecting so much. Ooh, imagine me dropping the deadlift and it's just explosion. And it's a whole lot better too, because there's like no music playing at all. Like last time, that's all I dealt with was the playlist music, and I haven't gotten good at drowning it out or cutting the background noise. Especially whenever I'm quiet. That's usually the only points it comes in, is whenever we're all quiet or we're all doing our sets, whether the music will actually start popping in thinking that it's us talking, especially with these microphones. But other than that, it's quiet, peaceful actually. Other than that, after this, like I said, this is our last set, so we're gonna move on to rows. Probably hit some bicep curls or maybe some hammer curls after that, and then just a whole lot more back. I'm probably gonna do this machine across from me here in a little bit. Gotta do some pull-ups, and then gotta do some reverse flies. I gotta do that. So yeah. Ooh, I need to do dumbbell rows. That's not dumbbell. Barbell rows. That's what I need to do. So I might actually. That's what I'll do. I'll do barbell rows instead of cable rows. All right. Last one of these, and then I'll move on. 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. 7, 8, the AC kicked on. That kind of spooked me a little bit. I wasn't expecting it. I should have understand. I thought somebody came through the door. It's kind of funny. Oh, all right. Barbell rows. Okay. So when I start out with 60 and then either bump it up to 70 or 80, maybe 70 the second set, 80 the third. Other than that, we'll just kind of go with the flow here. Just kind of get all sandaled, get all this. It's soothing. Can't say I don't know it. All right. Me back up, move forward about like so. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm bumping it up to 70. But this was light work. Whoopsie. All right, bump it up to 70. Okay. That was loud. Whoopsie. Yeah, we're bumping it up to 80. 70 was light. Okay. But what I was saying was, why, hello there. I wasn't expecting you behind me. I mean, I want to at least try and, I don't want to be pushy about it, but I really encourage a lot of y'all to at least try and read your Bible more. I know I struggle with that too. But also get people into the gym and the church. Move. Thank you. So yeah, I'm just trying, but mango avocado salad. Or no, that's not salad, that's salsa. Mangoes and avocado. I mean, I guess that could be good. I wouldn't think of it, especially in salsa. Like I love me some good guacamole. And also, ghost pepper salsa is really good. I don't know if anybody's had something like that, but my family got some ghost pepper salsa. It's really good. It's a little spicy. It gets you a little kicked, but it's good actually. It's different than what they had. They had was it Carolina Reaper? I don't know. Something, but the ghost pepper was really good. The salsa. I'm gonna do 4 sets. And this next one, I'm actually probably, I wouldn't say the 80s. I'm gonna have to use this, but for like maybe, I'm gonna do maybe 100, and I'm gonna use these, but we'll see. Whew. Hello, how are you? I asked you first. I'm losing my mind. Okay, let's get this set. Yeah, this one might do for 8, but I'm gonna try and go up to 100. Okay, back up a little bit. I could do more. Okay. Did 10 for 80. So that, I'm going to just say screw it. I'm going to do 100, maybe not 110. And then just, I'm going to just, I remember now. So I was going to go to failure on this. Just really push it into my back, and maybe like the last two that are feeling like they're going to be failure, I'm going to kind of squeeze into that pose, really get the tension, strain. I forget the words. Okay. Let's get this done. Oh, that was. Ouchie. That was kind of a little last attempt. Didn't get a full squeeze, but felt good. Felt great. Now I'm gonna put this up, and I'd say next up will be some hammer curls. Okay. Do. That's loud. All right, hammer curl time. Let's say we're gonna start at 35. So we're gonna blast some five of these. Do 5 of 40, and maybe do 8 of 45. We'll see. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'll do 35s for a little bit. It's not a problem. 35s will be fine as long as I can get it. But what? I don't know. Oh. It's gonna be a little loud because I'm fixing it. I may just take this off. It's getting hot. But then again, it's also because I'm working out, and it's like, I don't know what it's technically supposed to be like today, but it is like middle of summer, so it's not gonna be fun. I'll put y'all on my hat or something. Figure out something. There we go. I'll put y'all at the end of my hat. That way you can hear me better, probably. Oh, there ain't nothing there. Nothing. I really can't explain how nice it feels. It's not really, it's not really the music choice that kind of gets me. It's just kind of, the way it's so random. It comes from one song genre to the other, and then there's like the good ones, the bad ones. It's just so wild, so random. I mean, like, give me on some, not gonna lie, I usually listen to either I wouldn't say some motivational stuff, really, some either talk down stuff, or I guess something cool sounding, to dad rock. Dad rock's always the best. Anyways, another 2 set of these, and then we'll move on to, I'd like to say pull-ups, but I might actually save that for a little bit later. Might actually do maybe some seated pull downs, like these some isolated lats pull down, maybe. Or maybe I'll just move straight to reverse flies. We'll see. Oh, okay. See some muscle activation. I don't know if there actually will be. I'm gonna go one at a time this time. Okay. One at a time just feels so much better because it kind of Dang. Shoulders are actually looking tight. Man. That's actually looking better than it did. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyways, like what was I saying? Yeah, you can really feels like a whole lot better, especially get the kind of one arm, next one. Just feels a whole lot better for some reason. I don't know. Let's say we got 2 more sets, so technically this is one, last one, and then moving on. Okay. Is it uneven? I don't know. Okay. That's the last set of this. Moving on to ISO lat pull downs. Yeah. All right. So still got a little bit more to do, but thankfully time has been manageable. Like I'd feel like I've been here for like maybe a good 2 hours, but really it's not been. It's barely even been an hour. That's crazy. Time flies when you're alone working out. I'm actually just gonna. I'm gonna switch these. I'm gonna switch these to. That was awful. I'm gonna switch these to 2 plates because that's a whole lot easier. And then, yeah, we're gonna do isolate my lats. And then, yeah, that's it. Today's gonna be a good morning. Ain't nothing there still. I mean, I can see a little bit more chest. Shoulders, I can see like crazy enough. Like that is a whole lot more than what I've been seeing. Like if I flex, my shoulders they really like to pop out. All right. There we go. Six, 7, 8. Okay. Did 8 with these. I'm probably gonna add more, obviously, but it's a lot better with. I mean, I guess this is probably good. I like to think it is, especially when you're thinking about this machine, when you're really isolating your lats, kind of lean forward and kind of you really get that squeeze all in your back to where it not only gets your upper back, but it gets not upper back. It kind of gets your lats right here. I don't know if that's a good example because my aim's probably awful with that, whatever my actual muscles are, but still, it really you can feel it back there in that position. So 3 plates. I'm gonna do 3 plates of failure if I can. We'll see where it goes, but yeah, let's go. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe 3 plates is. Uh-oh. Unravel. Thank you. Maybe 3 plates was a little bit too much, especially with tension I felt. But I still know I wasn't. I over pushed myself in this case. But really, I know there's probably a whole lot more I can do than what I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna take off the 45s, and then I'm gonna actually add maybe a 25, maybe a 35 if I feel lucky. But I'm gonna actually just do 25s to start with. All right, I think for most of the part, what stops people from coming to the gym and working out are two things. A, the way they look, I guess, and think, well, it's going to be very judgy. I think another thing is B, that very same judgment, but they kind of judge themselves at another thing. Like everybody's gonna think I don't belong. There's no reason I should be working out here. Blah blah blah. But really, I go with this too because like right now, when I look at, especially in what I'm wearing right now, but I've always had the feeling of I've kind of had the two feelings here. A, I feel fat because I got a little bit of a belly because of the bulk, and then B, I feel super skinny and like I don't have nothing to prove, and I feel scrawny, feel weak, it's just kind of because a while ago I had what I like to call the skinny fat. I had the skinniest, so I had little arms. I wouldn't say little legs. So really, that was I was just really kind of skinny, like muscle wise, and then fat because I had a bigger belly. I kind of had I wouldn't say. I think when you think about it, all right. So I guess I could say my torso kind of started to look like a not a can of Pringles, but like no cylinder can of Pringles. That's what we'll go with. A big can of Pringles. Ouchie wawa. Okay, like I said, yeah, looked like a can of Pringles. Didn't have any. I didn't have any difference from top of my body to lower of my body, but I had a little bit of a belly. Then I had some big old legs. Then again, that was probably because back then, skinny fat uh, used to do cross country. A, because my mother always loved to try and get me into sports, and really, I'm not complaining about it because I used to do like a whole bunch of sports. I did basketball, soccer, t-ball. Is that what they call it? I don't know. And then I did archery for a little bit, stuck with that, and then at the same time did cross country with that. But really, juggling those two sports at once was kind of hard to do because I would have to miss one or the other if they kind of intertwined. So that's whenever I kind of just did cross country and kind of kept it that way. But no, it was good. I mean, I'm not complaining. It kind of got me a little head start on the leg muscles, but still, I was way different than the other kids that were running. They were all skinny. They could move. Divvied toward doing sports, which wasn't bad. I like doing sports. If anything, I should have joined football with my buddy Connor. But really, I didn't get to that point, so I didn't really get to. And I mean, I regret it. I felt like I should have done football, but really, I felt like I would have been same way I felt whenever I was in cross countries. The skinny fat kid trying to join football. I mean, I get laid out by one of the bigger ones. I don't know. That might have just been me. This is technically 3 because I failed the second one and only on 5. So this is probably when I'll actually be done. I'll actually do something else. All right, cable curls, just not this. Alrighty. Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna be a good idea. After this set, or after these next two sets, I might just do pull-ups right here and do that for like 3 sets, 2 sets, 3 sets, 3 sets. I think 3 sets. Ouch. Okay. I got one more set of this, and then we'll do pull-ups. Last ones. I think that's 4. Let me get one more. Okay, that sucked, but it felt good at the same time. All right, pull-ups. So what if I put one knee in? Okay, this ain't gonna be fun. Oh well, come on. One knee in. That hurts like heck, but oh well. Okay, and then the other knee somewhere in here. Heck yeah. Oh. Oh. 3, 4. This kind of works. Heck, that does not work for the shorts, but it works. So I'm gonna kind of tweak it a bit. Come on, let me at least. Ouch, that hurts. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey. Oh well. Off. Really, I could only count 4, but I guess you could say 4.5. But oh my gosh, maybe I am just fat. Because god dang it, either I'm just fat or my back is sucking. Is trying to get my knees in there, man. Okay, lift up and then. Why is it like that? All right, let me kind of spread them out a bit and then situate myself. Okay, that works. 3, come on. 4. 4 after that. I don't got anything after 4, so that tells you a lot. about how I need to just be better. Don't lock me here. I'm trapped. I can't let go of myself. So that's bad. I mean, then again, I'm not really doing calisthenics or whatever, but still, I just feel like I need to do that. In pounds, and then we'll do, this feels way lower than I need it. We'll do 2 sets of this, then we'll rely on, we'll do curls and deadlifts. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hoo-yee. Okay, maybe that's good. I'm gonna do 2 more sets of this with 130. Let's get this done, and let's remember not to doubt myself again. Ouchie, what? Okay. Whew. Yay. Okay. So, let's say we got 1 more set with this, and then we'll do barbell curls. What I love to do. Alright, this last set, barbell curls, then deadlift. Let's get it. Six. 7. Ooh. I wouldn't say that 8 counts, but he was kind of a terrible form on the 8th one. Maybe the 6th one as well. But but that's it. We'll move on to barbell curls. Okay, there we go. Let's say I would go 60s, but I'm gonna go slow and control with the barbell. So I'm actually gonna go 50s. That way, like I said, so slow and controlled is a whole lot easier. I might have to lower it, but we'll see. No, I think this will be fine as long as it goes slow and controlled with it. Oh, I hate this. Come on. Oh, that one I couldn't go slow and controlled on those last 2. But I still pushed it. Biceps are kind of getting a good pump today. Let me try a little bit of posing. Double bicep. Nothing. Book I want to read out of for today's video, which I should really get done with. Ouch. Okay. That last one just tucking out of me. Ouch. Okay. All right. Time for the fun part. All right. Oh, today's the day. Wah-ba-ba-ba. That was easy enough. So, is it 5 o'clock somewhere now? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's not even part. It's not even fully song. I'm just being an idiot. Half of me wants a cold beer. The other half does too. Man, my singing's probably stank. Oh well. Comment down below as well if my singing sucks. Because it probably does. I'm not going to deny it. I do not have great singing voice, but I'm here practicing weights, not singing. Okay. Oh. Oh. Breathe. Or one more. Ouch! I'm kidding. Okay. I got 5 with that. I feel real good about another plate. Might as well start praying right now, cause at the moment I don't know if I can do it, cause like I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna pray for a minute, and then after that I'll probably in a second it'll be popping up, but I'm gonna pray real quick. Come on. It's the last thing I gotta do. Come on. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. We're done. Alright, got my bubble. We are moving on to Daniel 6:11. And just to clarify, I'm gonna move on to I'm gonna just get this out of the way because I'm getting to the Lion's Den part. So King Darius, he's the king in the story. His enforcers had signed a law, or had convicted him to sign a law that was to anybody who prays, they will get thrown in lion's den, except King Darius. Well, King Darius tried to find any way to save him, but jumping on, the enforcers decided to go to Daniel's home, and that's where we're going to start at. Daniel 6:11. Then the officials went together to Daniel's house and found him praying, asking God for God's help. So they went straight to the king and reminded him about his law. Did you not sign a law that for the next 30 days, any person who prays to anyone, divine or human, except to you, your majesty, will be thrown into the den of lions? Yes, the king replied. That decision stands. It is an official law of the Medes and the Persians, cannot be revoked. They told the king, that man Daniel, one of the captives from Judah, is ignoring you and your law. He is still praying to his God 3 times a day. Hearing this, he was troubled, and he tried looking for a way to get Daniel out of his predicament. Oh, sorry, my bad. And he tried to think of a way to save Daniel. He spent the rest of his day looking for a way to get Daniel out of his predicament. In the evening, the men together to the king and said, "Your Majesty, you know that according to the law of the Medes and the Persians, no law can be that the king's signs can be changed." So at last the king gave orders for Daniel to be arrested and thrown into the den of lions. The king said to him, "May your God, whom you serve so faithfully, rescue you." I'm sorry, just to clarify, I suck at reading. A stone was brought and placed over the mouth of the den. The king sealed the stone with his own royal seal and the seal of his nobles, so that no one could rescue Daniel. Then the king returned to his palace and spent the night fasting. He refused his usual entertainment and couldn't sleep at all that night. Very early the next morning, the king got up in a hurried out to the lion's den. When he got there, he called out in anguish, "Daniel, servant of the living God, was your God, whom you serve so faithfully, able to rescue you from the lions?" Daniel answered, "Long live the king. My God sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths so that they would not hurt me, for I have been found innocent in his sight, and I have not wronged you, your majesty." The king was overjoyed and ordered that Daniel be lifted from the den. Not a scratch was found on him, for he had trusted in his God. Now, I love that story, especially hearing it as a kid. Like, whenever you think about it, lions, those things will eat you alive. And there was a den of them. And he spent the whole night in there. The whole day, the whole night. That's crazy. So, and that's whenever you really got to think. Is your trust so strong, like Daniel's, to where he prayed to his God, even though he knew that he was going to be thrown into a lion's den? Still prayed, went in the den, and didn't have a scratch on him. Would you have that faith? Now that we got Bible time out of the way, posing. We're just going to do basic ones. I may do a little posing out of camera, but these are just going to be basic ones, not flowing through the forms. Not yet. These are just the one and dones, and then we go on to the next. Okay. All right. And just for fun, yeah, all right. That is the end for today. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and yeah, y'all have a good rest of your day. Later, y'all.